Yeah, so I totally agree. I should have, when students say I don't know, I should do something about that. I should prompt them, um, to. I guess I could ask more questions.
I think I think they were impossible. I mean, not actually impossible, but I wrote in all caps, impossible group. It was like they caught a contagious disease to say, I can't hear you, or I don't know. And you know, one wonders why they're there.
Yeah.
But I mean, even with a tough crowd, you had a bunch of different ways to engage them. You know, you've got a table with the expectation they're all going to participate. You've got the chat box. I think it should be noted that they were middle schoolers at the very bottom of the middle school ladder. So,
Oh, really?
So that's also very difficult and telling in terms of how they behaved.
Yeah.
I loved the summative task. You gave two choices. One was a bit more personal. One was more related to the poem. I mean, there were a lot of elements in there designed to help students engage and listen and have an opinion. I think they were extra tough.
Yeah.
I really do. And, you know, you started with a great personal photo with a really cool hat that your dad was wearing in that picture. I enjoyed. And, you know, I think it was mostly, I think you pretty much did what you could, save for maybe a few extra, you know, injunctions to them, like to try and behave.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah, it was tough, but you know, I figure the show must go on.
Yeah, I think that's great.
You know,
because you're right.
What am I gonna say?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna. I can't. I mean, again, whether they participate or not, you know, I feel like I still have something to share with them, and you know, what do they say? You can give a horse. You cannot lead a horse to water, or something. What is that expression?
You can lead a horse to water,
you can lead a horse, but you cannot make him drink, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Are
there any Romanian little sayings like that would apply?
I can't think of one right now.
Anything else you want to say about Theme for English B, that lesson?
Yeah, I mean, now that I realize that they're middle schoolers,
it puts it in a different.
That's a tough. I mean, for a lot of, I mean, it's about. That's a tough one to teach to middle schoolers about race and class, and you know, they have to know what the conditions were in 1920s for the blacks and the whites. I mean, it could be tough for high schoolers, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. But I was like, well, I found this poem, and it was like, wow, it's so great. It's about a student writing an assignment. How appropriate. But then and in the end, of course, my impression was I would be teaching high school students, and I would be hoping that they would be more receptive to issues of racism in 1920s. But you know, it's tough. It's tough if you're not intellectually curious about things, and it's tough to discuss things like that.
Yes.
So, but I would try ways to prep them for it. You know, which obviously I could not do in this environment.
Well, I think if we want to segue to the haikus from Richard Wright,